a member in one of the groups, he thinks that what you are presenting is difficult to understand, and he asks that it should be simpler so that people could understand. So what do you say about this?
Well, actually, it is very simple. But what I've done also is that, it's like your body. It's very simple. You just see the body. It's got arms, legs, a head, etc. You walk with it, talk with it. It's really a simple operation, isn't it? But when you get into all the parts of the body to explain how the body works, that's the complexity of it. So, each person is, has to figure out the simplicity of what is being presented. Again, it's like the sun shining. That is the best example, but you have to figure that out. But this is where people want things done for them. There's so much, I've written so much and said so much. How can you tell a person what to do to figure it out? You can't. Can't tell them what to do. And again, with the Africans, because you're there, Charles, this is kind of, your position to create something for them that helps simplify it. So just like you're the teacher in school, you educate them according to the lifestyle there. So I do my part, then everybody else brings in something else too. But figuring it out, to simplify it for people, for them to figure it out, well, that's their part. They have to make the effort to do that, yeah.
Okay. And this question was not even asked by one of the... It's not asked by one of the Africans, though. It was... I've forgotten that name. It's asked by... What's the name again? It has escaped my memory. It's not one of the Africans now. Okay, Duane, one of our African new friends, maybe he could be here. There's Joseph. I saw him coming. Last week he was very sick, and he sent messages, that in particular we should tell Duane, and perhaps in the hope that your action would trigger some miracle cure for him. So I want to ask Duane, do you perform miracles?
Oh, gee whiz, Charles, we went over this before, and, again, cause and effect karma is one way to look at it, compensates itself. And so we're kind of past the days of miracles and healers and all these things. We've come through this, and to look to that, no, that's not why we're here. So, it's kind of funny, but why did we come here? To get sick and then be healed? Does that make sense? No, we came here to become more aware. And through this process, we go through what we go through, and it's all about becoming more aware and seeing what place that has in our life, whatever it is, whatever situation occurs, to deal with it. This is where becoming more aware makes more sense. And so again, when people still have these attitudes from the past, it's not going to work. And so people bring in their ideas to the new presentation. Again, the new presentation is about becoming more aware. Yes, not becoming dependent on ideas that they think will work. So, it's just like a mechanic. You work with the tools that you have. If you don't have certain tools, well, then you've got to figure something out, or, whatever, you figure it out, because that's the adventure of becoming more aware. That should be first and foremost in people's minds, instead of all these old ideas that are carried around. We've been brought for lifetimes through the idea of worshiping and praying to gods, which are really controllers. and these authorities, etc. And now it's time for people to, if they want to free themselves from cause and effect creation, they need to figure it out themselves. So fortunately, the new presentation is here with the knowledge as to how to do this and, what's involved. But the individual must apply themselves. And looking for miracles, well, if it happens, good luck. And maybe someone will heal you or this person, etc. But somebody's taking on that karma. Somebody's taking that because it goes from somewhere. So just like your parents can pay off your credit card, now they got the bill, don't they? So at what point will each person get real with all life, take care of it, and then it's done? And then they can handle whatever comes their way, instead of using these old attitudes, which are really crutches, which maybe work for a moment, but then it usually, goes somewhere and causes some kind of distortion with people. And how does that work out eventually? And look at the world today. Everybody's looking for a miracle. Everybody wants the government to do something, the gods, etc. And it's all scrambled up and strange. And because they've agreed to be controlled by authorities, look what we have today, this virus thing and all that, more and more and more control. You see how it goes? So what I'm presenting is just very real and very straight, but you got to be real with it. And so the classification of miracles or things like that, no, I'm not even interested in doing that. Power and all these things, no, not at all. Not at all. It's all about awareness. Your real awareness. Yes.